ladies and gentlemen, Primetime CP23 here, back with some more Diablo 3 content. Today, we're going to take it a little easy. We're going to run through some quick riffs, and we're going to talk about a few things. So, as I'm sure you've noticed, it's been a while since I uploaded. The uploads have been pretty infrequent recently, and there's several reasons behind that, and I'm going to talk about those reasons right now. So the first thing, and the biggest reason that I haven't really been around much is because of work. As you probably know if you're watching this right when I upload it, it is almost Christmas. Both myself and my fiance, we live together, by the way, we both get paid on Friday, December 22nd. We do work at different places, but we just happen to, paydays just happen to sync up, which is probably good because, you know, I don't want to bore you with all the details, but with the holidays coming up, money's been a little tight, as I'm sure it has been for a lot of people. And so because of that, I have been working as much overtime as possible to try and, you know, pick up some extra cash where I can. And fortunately, my job, overtime is pretty available to anyone who wants it. But so that's the main thing, is that I've been working a lot of overtime, trying to get some extra money in the bank for the holidays. It's always a very expensive time for everyone, I know. And so, because of that, I haven't really had much free time for anything. I've pretty much been going to work, coming home, going to sleep, waking up, and doing it all again. And so I'm kind of starting to get out of that. Of course, with Christmas being this week, I'm still waiting. Just about over having to work all that extra overtime. So the other things that have been kind of putting a damper on the YouTube grind has been streaming and Destiny 2. So, as you may or may not know, Destiny 2 came out with a new expansion, The Curse of Osiris, which I have not even finished the main story for. Yeah, Curse of Osiris came out, and me and the group of friends that really kind of grinded Destiny 2 when it first launched, we've all been, you know, getting back on, remembering how to play, and of course just going through and doing stuff. Like I said, we haven't done the entire story yet, which may seem odd. I mean, it has been out for a few weeks now. I believe it launched on December 5th, and it's currently December 17th as I'm recording this. But yeah, I mean, we've kind of been taking it slow, but the other thing is that I don't really play much Destiny solo. Pretty much, if I'm playing Destiny, it's with friends, because that's the only way that game is very enjoyable for me. I'll play Crucible solo, but just endless strikes and in public events. Just no, I can't do that solo. So for the flashpoint and everything, every week, I've pretty much been waiting until a time when the guys are online. So so that's sometimes hard to arrange. But so that's been a good time. Been doing some of that. I've been streaming a lot more than I had in the past few months. Because I have a capture card, it's a lot easier on my PC to stream console games than it is to stream Diablo, which may sound weird, that it's easier, or rather that it's less demanding on my system to stream Destiny 2, a really beautiful game, than to stream Diablo 3, which keep in mind is a beautiful game. It really is. But it was a beautiful game, what, 7 years ago? 5 years ago, something like that, when it was released. 5 years ago, yeah. So it may sound weird, but that's the benefit of having a capture card. That's why I bought a capture card, is that I can stream console games. But yeah, so I've been streaming a lot more. December has been my highest, or has been the most hours I've ever streamed in a month since I started this whole adventure. Take with that knowledge what you will, but so when I'm home, when I'm not streaming, when I'm home and I am actually playing video games, a lot of that time is being spent streaming instead of making YouTube videos and instead of playing Diablo, period. I have not put in very much Diablo time, and that's why I'm only Paragon 775. But we're getting there. As you can see, I'm playing a Demon Hunter now, which I believe I specifically said I was not going to do this season. But whatever. That's kind of how I look at it. Is just, whatever. I've played mostly Wizard this season. 4 hours of Necromancer and 3.5 hours of Demon Hunter so far. So I have cleared a GR60 with both Demon Hunter and Necromancer, and I think I could probably push for a GR100 with Wizard right now, but I'm just kind of waiting. I'm not really in a rush. It's not like the season is ending very soon. So I'm just kind of taking it slow. But then the last reason why I have not been making as much YouTube content, and you may have kind of wondered if something was happening, but my webcam crapped out. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it won't work. Won't work on Skype, won't work on won't show up on OBS. It just isn't working. And I've tried it in all my different USB ports and just cannot figure out what's wrong. So I'm probably gonna have to buy a new webcam, which there are so many things more important than buying a new webcam right now. A webcam is so far down the priority list that it's hard to even think about that being a reality. Like, I literally... I don't even know how to word it. Like, yes, a webcam is very important, and I like having my webcam in my videos. That was bad. But anyway, I like having my webcam in my videos, but it's just not that important. In my opinion, the webcam is a lot more important for streaming than it is for YouTube. So, I probably will not get a webcam anytime soon. Maybe with my tax refund, I'll be able to, you know, spare 50, 80 bucks to buy a new one. But I'm not even worried about it right now. It's just kind of a bummer that the webcam's not working, you know? So, as for the future, as I like to talk about the future in these little update videos, in the immediate future, the next week or two, uploads may still be kind of scarce. I've got a few uploads planned for this week, and but after that, between Christmas and finishing out Destiny 2, the expansion that is, and of course still working, I don't know how much I'm going to be posting, because I don't know how much time I'm going to have to commit to Diablo. Once we get like a season end announcement, of course I'm going to grind, because I am still pretty far away from all of my season goals. So, some grinding will be necessary, but I just don't know when it's going to happen. So right now I'm just kind of raising up some augment gems. As you can see, I've got a 75, a 50, a 50, and now a 39. Those are my augment gems, and at some point I may use this level 80 Zeiss stone as an augment gem, because I think the build that I'm going to push with this season is going to be Meteor Wizard. I may do some pushing way later in the season with Impale Demon Hunter, but realistically, I will not be pushing with anything that's going to be using Zeiss stones. So I may very well use that as an augment at some point. But anyway, so the content for the next few weeks, months, well, not months, weeks, definitely just weeks. But content for the next few weeks is, like I said, is going to be pretty scarce. It's going to consist of mostly challenge rift videos. I'm going to try and start getting a couple podcasts out. I'm talking to a few different people right now about getting them on the podcast, and so hopefully I'll be able to find a time to work that out with people so that we can start getting the podcast out. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's update video. I didn't really intend to ramble for 15 minutes, but that's just kind of how it went. So, if you saved for this whole video, I do appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who clicks on one of my videos, but of course I especially appreciate the people who actually watch the whole video. So, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, this is Primetime CP23, and I'm out.